Hello, and this is Adam, and today we are back with some more Star Wars discussions. And this one's my idea, really. To be honest, it's like solely like my Star Wars discussion. Yeah, I'll stick with that. And today I want to discuss with you what happened to Barris Offee.
Now, let me interject for one moment, Adam. So, Adam, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Good. So, one thing we want to bring up as well is we're doing this video a little bit differently than regular videos are. Differently as in only one of us are anywhere near a screen and a microphone.
Yeah.
I'm actually out and about and doing shit because I got to get a few things done before work. But we want to get a video set up for today as well. So I guess we can call this a walk and talk, right?
Suppose so.
I suppose it can be walk and talk. It's pretty close to that. Well, I'm not going that way. My car's this way. God damn it. Anyway, so we have a couple topics today that Adam said it was going to be. The first one is going to be Barris Offee. And Adam's going to cover Barris Offee because he came up with the question himself because he was curious. So, Adam. You're in charge here. You're in charge of this topic, so I'll let you start.
So, as Darren has politely introduced me to this video, and decided to fuck off and do something else. My Star Wars discussion video of Barris Offee is going to be about like what happened to after the Clone Wars. I was doing a little bit of research and stuff and what have you, as you do usually. And I saw when I was looking, there was a lot of information that after the Clone Wars and after, like you saw in the Clone Wars series, she got arrested for blowing up part of the Jedi Temple, which poor Ahsoka at the time got blamed for.
I feel bad for Ahsoka. She gets blamed for like everything. I swear to God.
I know she does. Poor Ahsoka Tano. So, and so when originally Barris gets arrested, she'd either got sentenced to death, so she basically dies. That's one theory. Or she gets put in prison long enough to to live her life No, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know how to put it into words. It's like she was in prison long enough for Palpatine to come to power. And
that's a good way to put it.
Backstory of Palpatine. He always wanted a force sensitive like miniature army to hunt down his enemies. So I personally think, this is my personal theory, that Palpatine made, when Barris blew up the she has got that in her. So I think Palpatine made her an Inquisitor.
So you're saying that you think Barris Offee... By the way, you can still hear me perfectly fine, right? Because I'm cupping my mic because it's windy now. So I don't think anyone wants to hear the wind in the background. But so you're thinking that Barris Offee ended up becoming the Miralukian, which is her race. For people who do not know, that if you have green skin with tattoos on your face, the race is called a Miralukian race. So you're thinking that Barris Offee is the unnamed Miralukian from Star Wars Rebels, is what you're implying.
That is exactly what I'm implying. So
go ahead.
Sorry. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, and it seems pretty like I don't want to put not like it's not. There's a lot of evidence to back it up, I think, because she got imprisoned the time just before Order 66 was issued. So it could mean that she could be that cheeky little.
You do have a valid point with that. The fact of when Order 66 was called out, you have to realize, or everyone has to realize, she technically wasn't able to be killed by clones because she was in, at the time, the Coruscant Guard was, which is the red clones, such as Commander Thayer or Commander Fox's legions, were with Palpatine at the time. And when he was bouncing around all that shit in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, he was bouncing around, or they were bouncing around with him, so they weren't really on the planet anymore. So that would make viable sense. That normally, if they were on the planet, a Jedi would be killed, but it shows and tells in the books, as well as losing my train of thought here, as well as in the movie itself, that he brought shock troopers with him. And the shock troopers, or the new Empire shock troopers, were the former Coruscant Guard, which were the red and white troopers, such as Thayer and Fox, when Fox and all of them were going after Ahsoka and going after Fives, and ended up killing Fives, RIP Fives.
Right.
So since they weren't on the planet, that would definitely make sense that she wouldn't have died, at least.
She wouldn't have died straight away after Order 66 was immediately issued.
He also made the point that there were a few other people that were arrested during the Clone War eras and before the Clone Wars that we also have to remember Palpatine did, in fact, enlist quite a few people from prison as well. The was his thing. People that didn't really like the Republic. Like Cad Bane, for example. He did not like the Republic during the Clone Wars, and Palpatine busted his ass out of jail more than once.
So, in technical terms, it makes total sense.
It definitely would make sense that she wouldn't die, because there's no one there to kill her. And in jail, she can't be with the Clone Legion, like Obi-Wan was, or Plo Koon.
And of course, you could see this, like, with her being in prison, like, breaking out, there was literally no danger from her.
It really wasn't. Because she did also have, when Jedi get arrested, they have those force cuff things that block out the midichlorians or whatever. Which I'm really surprised more clones didn't do that, honestly. Like, yeah, the Jedi were pretty easily killed off and when they had numbers against them, but it's still a little bit of a surprise that they were able to, the clones were able to kill them so easily. Like, granted, it was a complete surprise that, oh, hey, the army we've been fighting with for so fucking long just turned on us. Yeah, that would be a surprise, but the Jedi, for God's sake, a forced push and they're all on their asses and you just run away.
Yeah, exactly.
So you really think that they would have come in with a little bit better than what they did, but it is George Lucas, and he did rush it a little bit, in my opinion, because there could have been a whole lot more going on during Revenge of the Sith rather than 2 Clone Wars fights and then the famous Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight and Operation Nightfall. Could have been a little bit more than just those, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'd have to agree with you on that.
But at the same time, it was still masterfully put together. Especially that Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight. I wouldn't have changed anything about that. That was perfect, in my opinion. It was great.
Well, Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, it just purely showed brother versus brother in the most, like, archaic way possible. It just showed the perfect fight how two people, strangers, become brothers, and then the smallest, stupidest thing can twist it, which will lead into that topic a little bit later in this discussion. That will be one of the topics we discuss a little bit later. But
later on?
Yeah, a little bit later on in this video, we'll discuss that one. That's one of the topics we'll go over. Because originally we had 2 topics to go over for sure, because they go hand in hand. But I actually just thought of 2 more parts to the second topic that I saw a theory on not too long ago, which, well, not a theory, it's just someone's fan fiction of episode 3, which actually is pretty decently good. If I could find it, I'll link it in the description below, but it was actually a pretty good idea, honestly. Like, it made the movie so much more than just about this fighting and one brother going to the dark side, one brother staying on the light. It's pretty good. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So, you got anything else there in your theory for Barris Opie?
No, not really, to be honest. Unless you want to add on.
Give me a second to add on. I gotta see if one of these assholes lets me cross the road first.
While Darren's trying to cross the road because he's stupidly deciding to go out while doing a video, don't ask me why. He goes, oh wait, I need to go get a pack of cigarettes because I'm a heavy smoker. I don't look after myself properly.
I really don't.
I'm a stupid retard.
It's difficult to cross the road where I'm at because, so if you have a T intersection, there's crosswalks going one way and they're going like up and down. There's no crosswalks going left or right.
Yeah.
So I had to like jaywalk. I don't want to walk all the way down. Plus, I'm getting tired of being in the house all the time, and we wanted to spice up our videos a little bit. So to spice up the videos, might as well go out and do something. Shit, I don't know. Anyway, so my opinion on Barris Opie is the fact that if you look back far enough, and excuse my fucking cracking voice, I don't know what.
Yeah, voice crack there. Lol.
I think I just hit puberty again for like the second time. Anyways, if you look back far enough, if you think about it, Palpatine did recruit people from prison to
put down his enemies,
or just in general to be part of the Empire. So I don't see it that far off being that Barris
was force sensitive and
she's force sensitive, so there's no training needed there. She already was falling to the dark side, so there was no need to corrupt her or go through all the extra effort. So I do definitely agree that Palpatine probably recruited her because, let's face it, he didn't have to do shit to her. She was already going to the dark side, or she already was in the dark side, let's face it. She already, because she bombed the Jedi themselves out of rage and anger of the war, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So
galaxy, but
yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like what she kind of fell to the dark side the same way that Dooku did, in my opinion. That Dooku just wanted the system, the CIS, to be free of the Republic, and the Republic wanted to be assholes in this case and be like, no, you joined us, you're not allowed to leave. And so Dooku kind of just left the Jedi, and he didn't necessarily fall to the dark side in the beginning until Palpatine found out about him. And Palpatine basically used I want to make the galaxy
a bad place.
I want to make the galaxy like a better place. In my personal opinion, we're going a little off topic here, but it kind of goes hand in hand with what we are talking about at the same time. In my personal opinion, I don't really think Dooku knew Palpatine was a Sith, in all honesty. Because if you think back to when they're in the the Invisible Hand in Episode 3, and Anakin has Dooku's lightsaber cut off his hands.
Oh, yeah, that bit, yeah.
And, oh, fuck, this is a dead end, damn it. And, Palpatine's like, kill him. And Dooku just looks at him, looks at Palpatine like, what? Like, what's going on here? Either Palpatine did not... I'm going to go up this hill. Either Palpatine did not tell him, hey, you're only a stand-in until I get my real apprentice, or Dooku just really didn't know that Palpatine and Sidious were the same person. And that's what I think is, he didn't know they were the same person, because if you think about it, every time we saw Palpatine talking to Dooku, it was always, he always had his cloak on. Like, looking back on it now, I could clearly tell that Sidious was Palpatine now. But if you look back
technically, Dooku didn't know because he couldn't see who he was.
Exactly. So my hunch is the fact that he was so shocked in that moment because he didn't know Palpatine and Sidious were one and the same. And it would make sense in that because it's just... He had his face covered all the fucking time. Seriously, all the time he had his face covered whenever he talked to Dooku. And Dooku always said, my master. I think he only said once, maybe twice, Sidious's name. So I don't even think he really knew Sidious that well either. I think they were just holograms, holo communications, or holo terminals, whatever you want to call those. Whatever you want to call when he showed up in blue and was a hologram. Whatever you want to call that type of communication.
A hologram.
Yeah. But I don't remember like the...
that down, so you know, I know the scenes. What?
But yeah, I don't think he really knew who Sidious was in general. Like, I think he knew he was, or thought he was like a Jedi or a gray Jedi like Dooku was, but I don't think he really knew who Sidious really was. Which would make sense of why he was so shocked when Palpatine told him, kill him. So, getting a little more back on point, I think Barriss Offee did get recruited in the Empire, but looking at her age compared to, I believe it was 2 years after when the Inquisitor came in, I don't necessarily think that she is the same Mirror-Lukian Inquisitor, but I definitely do think that she got recruited into the Empire. No doubt about that. The Empire.
Fair enough.
Which would be awesome. Definitely be awesome. And why the hell does my phone always go off whenever we're in the middle of a fucking video?
Do you know what? Just to add on that, I think what they'll do, I'd like to see in Rebels, see if that Inquisitor is Barriss, that she will come across Ahsoka at some point.
Oh, dude, that would actually be really, really good. If Ahsoka comes back, how much in the Rebels are you in?
I know that she dies, well, technically. So.
Yeah, she technically died. I don't know what happened in that scene, because, like, it collapses around her, but Vader gets out just fine. With no real damage. So, I don't know if she would die, too, or if she would die, because she was a Jedi, too. And she's pretty fucking powerful in Rebels, honestly, compared to Clone Wars.
She's a grey Jedi now, though, isn't she? She's like got silver lightsabers.
Yeah, she ended up going from being pure light side to just being a grey Jedi and using the Force to how she sees fit to help people, not just only to help people without... like, she's the opposite of a Jedi now. She thinks about herself a lot, but she also thinks about the rebellion a lot as well. So I think, honestly... Oh my god, so many fucking streets to cross to get to a fucking cigarette shop. I think, honestly, Barriss was recruited into the Empire because, let's just be honest here. Barriss is Force sensitive. Barriss has had years of training since a child. Barriss is already turning to the dark side. There's really nothing Sidious has to do to turn her to the dark side. There's really nothing he has to do to train her. You know?
Yeah. Sure.
I think that it's just the fact that she got recruited. Plain and simple. There's really no other way to put it other than I think she really got recruited. But I don't know if she's a Mirror-Lukian because the Mirror-Lukian Inquisitor looks pretty up there in age. And Barris was only, I think, like 14, because they said that she was only like a year or two older. Fucking train. Because, yeah, come on, train. Because they said that Barris was only a couple years younger than Ahsoka. And Ahsoka was, if I remember correctly, Ahsoka was 16 at the end of Clone Wars, I believe. So I definitely think that she got recruited in, you know?
Mm.
So I definitely do agree with you on that, but I can't say that she's 16 to 24 is a very big jump, even for Star Wars. But then again, I could also be wrong, and she could be Barris Sophie, because they haven't confirmed her name yet. Which, I'm waiting for that little tidbit for when they confirm her name. I want to know who the hell she is. I really do. Anyways, that's about it I have for this topic, at least. You got anything else you want to add in for this topic?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, moving on to the next topic. But before we go actually into that topic, let me bring up the video I was talking about a little bit earlier in this discussion. So there was a video that I watched a while ago. I don't remember the woman's name. She comes up with really out there theories to movies, or not really theories, but fan fictions of how she wants to think about the movie to make it more interesting. Most of her videos are a bit out there and weird and stupid, but this one was actually pretty good. Her idea was, so you, Adam, you and everyone else obviously knows that Anakin and Padme were together, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, what if this is just like a fan fiction that I saw that. It's actually
because Anakin for Padme died, that's why she's pregnant.
Yeah,
I guess pregnant.
Obviously. But because it doesn't show that, this lady came up with a completely different fan fiction, which, for people who don't know what a fan fiction is basically what the fans think would happen, like what happened, or unshown details in their eyes. Such as, this one was actually, really surprisingly, actually caught my attention, and I actually watched it was a 45-minute video, and normally I don't sit down for that long and watch videos like that. But actually, she had me enticed in the whole damn thing. Her idea was, what if Luke and Leia were Obi-Wan's kids? And what if Obi-Wan and Padme had an affair?
No. I am not having that. That is not true. That is bullshit.
I'm not having that either. Don't get me wrong. But it brings light to the fight. Like, in a fan theory or fan fiction, it's interesting just because of the fact that, like, that's something Lucas could have done. And it would have ended the fight the same way, but it would have brought in more drama to it, which, thank God he didn't do, because Star Wars does not need drama. It's awesome because it has no drama. Don't get me wrong. But it was actually a funny thing just to sit there for 45 minutes and listen to her reasoning for it and think about what if that really did happen. It was just like a funny moment type of thing. Anyway, so the topic we're getting back on a point now. The topic we're going to be going about is a very, 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 very controversial topic. Because
here we go.
I believe I've seen so many people in this argument, and I'm on one side. I don't know what side Adam's on. I think he's on the opposite side of me, which would make this discussion actually a pretty good one. So we all know Padme dies in childbirth, but I don't think she died because of childbirth, like the movies specified. I think more so to solidify Anakin's turn to the dark side. My suspicion is that Palpatine killed Padme. Now, before I go into...
You are bullshitting. That is not true.
before I go into my details of why I think this, Adam's pretty much said his side. But Adam, what do you think of this? Before we go into my details and your details.
That is bullshit. Oh fuck! Something dropped. I don't know what that was. Because main sole reason why is that, like, I think, like, it's just physically not possible.
Why would you say it's physically not possible that Palpatine, the strongest Sith of all time, minus Vitiate, wouldn't be able to... And we'll get into Vitiate in a whole nother video. Vitiate is... They're still bringing in Vitiate, so we'll go into that video in a whole completely different time. But he's the strongest Sith, minus Vitiate. So what would make you think that he can't... he wouldn't be able to? What makes you think that?
Fair enough, but, like, I just don't think he would. I just don't think. No.
But you gotta remember, like, the main reason Anakin solidified into the dark side. Why the hell are there so many goddamn train tracks in my city? Shit.
To say Padme.
Like, why would he go so much into the dark side if he would have been able to save Padme? Then, if you think about it, he would have instantly gone right back and left Palpatine instantly, because he was against the Sith in the first place. Now that you know our sides and where we stand on this topic, we're going to put this topic on hold for a second. And there's another topic that goes with this. And it's about Anakin as well. And because we were just talking about how he hated the dark side and he was meant to balance the Force. The next topic that we're actually going to put in first above this, and before we go too much into detail on the Palpatine versus Padme crap, is what does it mean to be the chosen one? And did Anakin succeed in being the chosen one? Adam, it's all you.
Well, I know what the chosen one means, I know that. And that basically is, like, you are meant to bring balance to the Force, you're meant to bring balance to the light and the dark. You are meant to bring peace to the galaxy. I get that, that's what being the chosen one is.
Yeah.
And with his last episode, one about Plagueis making Anakin, kind of thing. About the Force making him. Like, that's why he was the chosen one, because the Force created him. However, what was the second question? I forgot.
The second half of the question is, do you think he succeeded in being the chosen one?
Kind of.
You think he kind of succeeded?
Because he brought the end to the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But he also started the rise of the Empire.
Yeah. But then at the same time, at the end of the rise, 20 years after he created the Empire, he also destroyed the Empire at the same time. Well, no, he didn't destroy the Empire. He destroyed the Emperor, not the Empire. He crippled the Empire, and then the Empire destroyed itself a few years later. But
so, yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Like,
I guess where I'm going is what do you think? Like, why do you think he succeeded in being the chosen one? What is your theory of why he succeeded at it?
Because at the end of it all, there's peace in the galaxy. After he kills Palpatine, that brief moment before the First Order is formed, he did actually bring peace to the galaxy.
Well, that is true. He definitely did bring peace to the galaxy with that move right there. I'll definitely agree with you on that. For a short time he did, and then the remnants of the Empire came around with Thrawn and started beating back the New Republic, which we'll go into a video on that as well. But long story short, the Rebellion, well, Rebel Alliance, whichever name you want to give it, ended up forming the New Republic, and the New Republic was at war with the Imperial remnants. And we'll go more in depth about the Imperial remnants later on. But, or then another video, I should say. But the Imperial remnants beat back the rebellion almost entirely and then something happened to the leader, which, again, that'll be in that video, and the Republic beat them back, and they made a truce, a cease arms truce. We'll go more details into that later.
A what truce?
Huh?
A what truce?
The Watchers?
No, you said something about a truce. I said, like, what was it called?
Oh, yeah, a truce between, the ceasefire armaments between the Republic Empire, or the Empire Republic ceasefire armaments, was what it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, and
I don't remember the name of it. I gotta look it up, but, it's
you have it in
pretty much
World Wars.
Yeah.
And, like, the wounded or the dead.
Exactly. So, one of the things that I have to say, since we're going back on the topic now, is the fact that if you go back into the Clone Wars, like the CV series, not the 2003, but the new one, animated one that just came out, if you go far back enough into that, you realize I don't have a crosswalk on there, do I? No, I don't. Damn it. You realize the fact that, so I believe there was a planet called, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, but I believe there was a planet called Mortis that he met the father, the son, and the daughter.
Mm.
And so the father died, and what was supposed to happen is when the father died, Anakin was supposed to stay there and balance out the other two, because he was the only one who could control the daughter and the son, oddly enough. My assumption is that he technically balanced the Force out thing, because when the son killed the father, please do not hit me, I swear to God. When the son killed the father, Anakin controlled them for a while, and then...
What do you mean the son killed? Who was the son and who was the father?
Well, they don't have names. They just called on Mortis. So there were three beings, which were all powerful in the Force. And basically, there was the father, who was like a gray Jedi, the son, who was like a Sith and completely submerged in the dark side because he he stole a blade that corrupted him to the dark side.
In the series, I know what you're on right now. Yeah.
And the daughter drank from some fountain that made her permanently light and gave her the powers of a griffin. The son had the powers of a bat, and the father had some other form that he talked about but never showed. What I think is that he brought balance to the Force thing, because so the son killed the father, the daughter sacrificed herself to get the blade to kill the son, and Anakin killed the son. So I think he balanced out the Force at that point. So I think he did 100% succeed in it. And it was just the fact that after that, in the middle of the Clone Wars, he didn't really have a whole lot left to do as being the chosen one. So he just kind of did his own thing, is my assumption with that. So I think he did succeed in it because he balanced out the Force on Mortis. And it said on Mortis, I could be having the completely wrong planet name, but I'm pretty sure it's Mortis. It's the fact that if the son got out, the dark side would reign supreme. If the daughter got out, the light side would reign supreme, and the entire world, or the entire galaxy, would not be in balance anymore. Is one of the things he complained about so much. So my assumption is the fact that he did balance out the Force, because now there's no superpower that can go to either the light side or the dark side. Granted, there's Palpatine, who's extremely strong, and Yoda, who's extremely strong, and Yoda died before Palpatine, unfortunately. But
Yoda was like 987 years old.
Yeah, Yoda was a fucking old geezer, dude.
Geezer.
He really was.
That's the first. I've not heard that word in time.
He was an old geezer. But
old geezer. That's what the British person was saying. No, alright, you're geezer. Like a Yorkshire person.
Yeah. But I'm not a Yorks person, so you don't have to worry about that. Because I know you hate the Yorks. Anyways, I just think that it's just all around he did succeed in becoming the chosen one. I just think he did more later on when he killed Palpatine.
See, I think Luke changed Anakin during the last movie episode.
Yeah, I definitely do see that he did bring.
Like Luke said, I can still see light in you.
Yeah.
And then he goes and kills Palpatine.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with that. That Luke did have a huge helping hand in bringing Anakin back, because Luke never gave up on Vader. So since he never gave up on Vader, I do believe he did bring him back. So in a way, I guess that because Bishop was around at that time, that he did technically bring the Force into balance, so he could have been the chosen one as well. And it does definitely make sense on that. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, for everyone, I apologize about the beepings in the background. I'm actually at the store to get cigarettes and a drink.
And all the train noises and all the background noises. But hey, do a vlog next time. Might help.
Huh?
You should do a vlog. You know.
Yeah. Could drag you into a vlog. We could just pop out a face cam on each and go off of that. It's just a pain. Like I was thinking about driving. I should have drove instead. At least it would have been a little more quiet. But luckily the train didn't go by too much. That's a good thing. Anyway, so going back. Actually, hold on. I've got to pay now. Hello.
129.
One what?
129.
129. Cool. There you go. Have a good one.
Have a good one. That's the joke to say.
I said a good one, not a good end.
Good one.
You idiot. Anyways, as I was saying, so but I had to pay for what I got. Anyways, so it's just the fact of I do think Anakin did succeed in becoming the chosen one when he went on Mortis. I don't think he succeeded when he was when he killed the Emperor. Now, leading into our next topic, or going back one topic, which now that we've talked about being the chosen one and him killing the Emperor and all that good shit. Oh, there's a crosswalk on this side. What the fuck? Since when was this year? So obviously, I think Palpatine killed Padme. Obviously, Adam thinks Palpatine did not kill Padme. So now here comes the fun discussion. Why, Adam?
Why don't I think Palpatine killed Padme?
Yeah, like why do you back your side that you back? Why do you back your side of your theory? I guess is what I'm asking.
Because, fair enough, I see your argument that, like, he wants to anger Anakin to get him to join him more and to make him into basically a lethal assassin killing machine. But
in the most literal sense of the word.
I just don't think he would kill someone who is that innocent, to be honest.
So you don't think that he would kill someone that is that innocent? What do you call Alderaan then, though? Because technically, Palpatine did give Thrawn the order to blow up Alderaan if he could not get the information out of I won't call it Padme. Wow, out of Leia. So he killed more than just one person there, you know? He had no problem blowing them up.
Yeah, but he knew Padme, like, in person.
True, they were senators from the same planet. He was the second senator from Naboo. But at the same time, you gotta remember, he sent Maul to kill the bitch, too. Remember, back in Phantom Menace, Maul was sent to kill her. And then in episode 2, Jango Fett was sent to kill her, you know? Both by Sidious. Who as we now know.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think that's one of the things or two of the things I think of why Palpatine killed her, in my opinion. There's more to it, but I'll let you go first on this one. since I went first last time. So what do you think is your evidence for your theory?
Not sure, to be honest. Honestly, I can't really answer that.
You can't word it, or you just don't know why?
Both.
Both? We'll try to word it. Since this is the first topic that we are actually on opposite ends of for once, try. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I see what you mean. There goes another train. Oh wait, look at me, I'm smart, I'm staying in my house while I'm doing a video. Unlike little dumb
So I thought, you know what, in my defense, I thought the shop that was the opposite direction of the train tracks was open. And for some fucking reason, they're not open. So I had to go turn around and walk all the way back home just to walk back up right along the train tracks. For fuck's sake, train, stop coming, please. Let me at least walk like 4 blocks away from the train tracks again. God damn it. Anyways, so you think Padme died because she died, not because of Palpatine?
Yeah. Because in the death scene, she still got the bump.
The baby bump? Yeah, but that doesn't mean Palpatine couldn't have killed her after she had the kids. Because she dies pretty sudden afterwards. You know?
Yeah, like, when people, the unfortunate case of someone dying in childbirth, they don't last very long, much long after having their child.
Fair enough on that. You are true on that point.
So.
You definitely do have a point on that they don't really live that long after childbirth. But, so, let's go to my theory. My theory is, so since you know Adam is completely against my theory, 100%. My theory is the fact that, so, Anakin still had a chance of going back to the light side. Let's face it. No matter how dark you are, you can still go back to the light. One way or another. Unless you're vitiate, and we'll go into those details later. But my hunch is the fact that, well, Anakin went absolute dark side. Let's face it, he went absolute dark side when the Sand People killed Shmiya, his mother.
Mm.
He mauled. It doesn't show it in the movie. It doesn't show it in the movie, but if you read the book, The Rise of Lord Vader, I believe it is, or something Lord Vader. If you read the book, it actually tells you Anakin legitimately killed all the warriors that you saw in the movie, but after he killed the warriors, he went into every tent and killed the women and children as well.
Yeah, I know.
That's about as dark side as you can get. But then he comes back to the light later on.
Yeah, absolutely slaughters them.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of them, he came back to the light partially, mostly, and had a little bit of darkness in him still, thanks to Padme. Which is, I'll get into that point a little bit later.
I think Padme flipped him.
Exactly.
When she died, when Palpatine said, when he finally got up from like all the suit and stuff, and he went, "Where's Padme?" and he goes, "You killed her." That really flipped him.
Mm-hmm. And that actually backs up my theory. Thank you very much, Adam, for getting to that point ahead of me. So when he slaughtered everyone, Padme is the one who brought him back to the light and told him, "It's okay, I'm here for you," and all that other lovey-dovey romantic shit and all that crap. And so he came back to the light. But then when he started seeing the visions again of Padme dying after Shmiya because of childbirth, that's when he went to trying to figure out, hey, my wife's going to die. She has my babies, and I want to figure out how to make her live. And the thing is I honestly think, without a doubt, that's the only reason he went to Palpatine. And the minute he taught him that, he would have saved Padme and then gone right back to the light. Because we've seen the struggle with Anakin all the time, where he flirts with that line really strong, the light and the dark. He flirts with it really badly. So I think to keep him in the dark side, because he knew Padme would have been able to bring Anakin back to the light very easily. I think, honestly, without 100%, that fuck you, train. At least you're going slow. I think without a doubt, honestly, Palpatine killed Leia, not Leia, god damn it. Fuck Leia and goddamn Padme. They look so alike. I think Palpatine killed Padme because if he wouldn't have killed her, Anakin would have gone back to the light.
Yeah.
Because she would have brought him back saying, oh, these are our kids. You need to think. You need to work. You need to stay in the light for our children. And that would have brought Anakin back because Anakin never had a family other than Smear. And he wanted was a family. So Padme would have used the family against him. And that would have brought him back to the light and fucked everything Palpatine had. Oh my God! Seriously, a train just went by. And another one's here already. God damn. At least I'm far enough away from the tracks. It's not too loud now. Thank God. Next time I'm driving, fuck this shit. But I really do believe that Palpatine killed her. I really do. That's my theory of it, of why. Because you got to remember also, the minute she died, it's like the last piece of Anakin died. Like he was like 95% Darth Vader and 5% Anakin just hiding in the background in the shadows of Vader. Yeah. And the minute Padme dies, he goes into his little no stunt and like crushes everything. And Palpatine was actually before he was laughing, he looked a little bit scared about it, but he laughed. It's the other thing, like ha 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 ha, I got success, my plan worked, type of thing, you know? That's one of the things, one of the biggest things that makes me think, oh yeah, totally. Palpatine killed the bitch because he's sitting there laughing at it and doing the little maniacal hand rub while Vader's in like agonizing pain because his wife just died. He thinks his kids died.
Ow.
You know?
Oh. Ow. 1 second. Ow. That fucking hurt. Oh. I laid up really awkward and then I sat up. It's winded me slightly.
You know, Adam, that's why you don't touch yourself inappropriately in the middle of a thing.
Fuck. Fuck off! No. It's like my chest, like my ribs, upper ribs. Do ignore me, but still. Ow, that fucking hurt.
Don't worry, everyone. Adam is a little British boy, so he likes to do inappropriate things.
Fuck off. Kill yourself.
Yes. Use the dark side, bitch. Use the dark side.
I will come around. I'll fly over to fucking America and come and kill you myself.
Shit. But, yeah, no, I really think Palpatine killed her. Definitely, if you guys have other things you'd like to talk about, definitely let us know. And let us know what you think on these theories. If you think Padme died due to childbirth because of Adam's reasoning, let us know. If you think Palpatine killed Padme because he wanted Padme to die so that Anakin wouldn't turn back to the light, let us know. We also have a Camino video coming up. Oh, not coming up. We've done it. I gotta get a little bit of editing done to it. And then we're gonna have the Camino video up as well, explaining, as we promised before, explaining the history of the clones and history of Camino people. And as you've heard in that video, I'll repeat it again, I can't say the damn name. I don't know why. I just can't say their damn name. It's annoying.
Damn. Cam.
I've tried so much.
Say it. Fucking say it now.
I can't say it. It's because of my Irish accent mixed with my American accent. I can't say it right.
My American accent. Don't even.
Well, okay. America doesn't really have an accent, but you know what I mean.
Well, you
Irish accent is the way Americans talk.
It's like the British people from England speak traditional English. You just speak simplified. So you spell colour with no U.
What, colour?
Yeah. You spell it.
Oh yeah.
O-L-O-R. So C-O-L-O-U-R when it's got a U in it.
Yeah, because the Brits don't know how to spell.
Fuck off. We speak English. You speak fucking shitty ass simplified crap. Whatever it is.
Speaking of which, so I will get back to you on whose the name was. But we had 2 questions sent in on Facebook. We did receive them. I did review them. I will be making a video of them. I just got them this morning because it's the first chance I got to actually get on that stupid damn thing. My computer's been acting up a bit. It just recently started wanting to listen to me and start working again, which is why we're doing a little bit of a different video today. This is exactly why we're doing a walk and talk. As Adam said before, you might change them into, if I can convince Adam to be a man and reveal himself.
No, because I'll just crack camera me.
Huh?
I'll just crack the camera.
Because you're so ugly?
Yeah. I'm not ugly. Not that. It's just because I've had like 2 weeks off, so I've not had a shave or anything. So I've not done my hair, things like that. I've been kind of lazy these last 2 weeks, so.
I'm goddamn Grizzly Adams, motherfucker. I'm just saying. I'm like fucking Grizzly Adams. Swear to God. Anyways, we did receive the questions. One of the questions we got is, how do we keep up in our time zones? Well,
who was that from?
I can answer that one now. We keep up in our time zones because most of the time when I get off work is when he's waking up. Because I get off work at like 2 a.m. So, which is also one of the reasons why it's a little bit hard right now to pump out videos as much, is because I go in at like 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I get off at like 2 a.m. So I'm almost doing 12-hour shifts, which sucks fucking balls right now because we're hella short-staffed. So most of the time when I'm getting off is when Adam and I start making a video, is because I'm off and he's waking up. So it works out. Like today, it's I think it's like 2 o'clock right now, probably. Yeah, it looks like 2 o'clock.
It looks like 2 o'clock.
Yeah, the height of the sun and all that good stuff. But that's how we got out today's video. The other video was going to be a little bit more in depth, which.
Actually, if you really want to know your time, it is 20 to 2. 25 to 2 even. 25 to 2.
I was close then. It's 1:30 then. Or almost 1:30. You'll also notice that Adam and I sometimes use, or Adam and I 90% of the time use completely different terms for shit.
Yeah.
Like the only time US says it's a quarter till, quarter after a quarter till, that's the only thing we use. But sometimes I'll say like half past. That is my Irish roots. It comes out sometimes. But the second question we'll have to go into a separate video about is, what is the lifestyle difference between where you live, Adam, and where I live, which is the US and...
Can I just ask who has asked these questions, may I ask?
I have to go back to... I'm almost home. I have to go back and check out who sent the questions to me, but...
Just send me later. Alright.
Huh?
Just send me later, I'll be up most of the night anyway.
Yeah.
Since it's like already like half 9 here.
Yeah.
PM.
No, yeah, it's 9:30 there because it's still 8 hours up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll go into some more depth in those videos a little bit later. Well, Adam, I see my house now. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to this?
Oh, no, just sit and chillax and watch a bit of Prison Break.
Do you say prison rape or prison date?
Prison Break.
Well, all I gotta say is it doesn't matter if you play Rainbow Six Siege and rage like a little 13-year-old like Adam.
I'll be a man. So, fuck you.
You gotta remember, dude, I'm still older than you, so you're still a boy to me. No matter what games you play, just remember, have a great day, and give us a like, a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you like our content. As always, Adam is a dirty little British bitch.
Fuck off.